Timer's ticking. Last chance to hit those likes. Let's get the party started. Yo! What's good, fellas? What's good? Guys, I might seem a little low. I had to move my chair down. I had to move my chair down. So if I see like I'm like awkwardly low, I look like a dwarf. This is kind of weird. I look like a dwarf. I definitely don't look like myself. Holy shit. I look like I'm from frickin' I don't know. Who's short? I don't know. I look like I'm Chris Rock. Or what's his name? Well, not Chris Rock. I look like I'm Kevin Hart down here. Oh, man. Anyways, what's going on, fellas? Bitcoin at 30,107. Kind of just doing absolutely nothing. Kind of just doing the same thing it's been doing for the past couple of days. Altcoins took a little bit of a hit, but that's okay. They're actually right back to kind of some of their local support levels. But we'll take a look at those. What's going on, Dan? I look like... What's going on, K-Dub? What's going on, man? What's going on, everyone? Pepe and Conflux took a beating. Dude, all the altcoins took a beating. Whenever Bitcoin takes a little bit of a dump, like Bitcoin's down 1% today, the altcoins are going to get flushed. That's just how it is. If you're going to buy an altcoin, just be prepared for it to go down 5 to 10% whenever Bitcoin takes a little bit of a dump. You guys should know that by now. Like, that's what we've always said. Altcoins will go up with Bitcoin. And then when Bitcoin gets a little bit of a dump, the altcoins will get absolutely slaughtered. That's just how it is right now. It is what it is. Let's see. You gonna be Chris Rock? I'll be Chris Rock. F it, man. We'll just say I'm Chris Rock. I don't even know how tall Chris Rock is. How tall is Chris Rock? 5'10"? 5'11"? He's definitely not as short as the other guy. But anyways, let's talk some corn, man. So the corn. What the frick's going on with the corn, man? Not much. I'm seeing a lot of frothy mouths from the bears, right? Like, oh my god, double top, which maybe it is. But at the moment, Bitcoin down 1.8% today. Still just chilling at 30,104, just back down at the bottom of the range. We're still kind of just range bound, right? We're just kind of going up, down, up, down. We got a little bit of a possible triangle. Now, you guys know I don't really use the triangles as oh my god, it's going to break down, so I'm going to short, or it's going to break up, so I'm going to long. Just use it as support and resistance. We are at this technical support level, right? At 30,107. So you got one low, you got two lows. We are at this low. We'll watch and see if we end up holding it today. But even if it doesn't, that's okay, man. I said any type of drop is for buying, in my personal opinion. That's what I'm going to be doing. If I can get 29, 28K BTC, give it to me. I just don't know if we're going to get there, man. Today was the perfect day to get there. We had Pal speaking. We had everything to get there, bro. Right? Java was freaking frothing at the mouth today. Just frothing at the mouth. He knew Powell was going to come on. And he didn't even get a good short in today. Let's see what he's doing. Let's FaceTime him. Yo, what the hell, Jordan? Why? Why did Bitcoin not dump? How come the only thing I short, it only goes down a little bit, man? This is freaking ridiculous. I'm just going to short the altcoins. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to short the altcoins. Screw shorting Bitcoin. It never dumps. Screw this, man. I'm going to short SHIB. SHIB's a shitcoin, and Bob's in it. I like to piss off Bob. All right. I got to go. Bye-bye. Later, bro. I'll see you later. Job. Okay? Just stay safe. Don't let them catch you. Okay, thank you. Anyways, so I'll see if Bitcoin holds this. It is a support level. At the end of the day, I think this was one of the levels we were looking at, 29,800 in the morning stream and last night. If Bitcoin was going to pull back, we did talk about last night how we had a little bit of a diamond formation up here, right? Where we had, on the 15-minute, we had a little bit of this diamond formation. We talked about this last night, and we said, okay, typically these are reversal patterns, so if it's going to get a pullback, I think the target, it was a diamond pattern right here. You guys can see it, but the target actually put us, if we just put this down to the downside, that target put us right down kind of where we're at right now. Actually, right around 30K. So we did come down to that. So now the question is, are we going to hold here, or are we going to go a little bit lower? At the end of the day, I'm talking about the short-term stuff because I know you guys like to know what is Bitcoin doing right now. It doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. But what is Bitcoin doing right now? This is the level I want to hold right here. If this doesn't hold, then I probably think we're going to come and test this 29.5 level in the short term, which is cool. Let's get it, man. We'll get the 29.5 level. I'd be very, very happy with that. That would be a nice entry. And then obviously 29K is the other level I've been looking at, possibly for Bitcoin in the short term. So we'll see if this holds. We do got a little bit of bullish divergence coming in. There is a little bit of higher lows on the higher lows on market cipher, and you got lower lows on price. The last time we had that, which was right here, we had lower lows and we actually had higher lows coming in right there. We actually did get a nice bounce back up to the top of the triangle, right? So we had lower lows, higher lows, move up to the top of the triangle, right? Now we're at back at the bottom of the triangle. We actually dipped below the triangle. Now we got lower lows and we got higher lows coming in. So we got the same kind of setup, same kind of price. Will it work out again? I'm hoping for it. Let's get it. So that's the bullish scenario to pump us back up to the upside.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
All right. Who's in the chat today? We got Harry Sands. We need more bear posting. Dude, there's a lot of bear posting going on, man. We got Clint in the Discord doom posting, man. One down day. We got Clint in the Discord doom posting like a crazy. That must mean it's close. When Clint is in the Discord doom posting like a freaking madman, like he's freaking savvy coming in doom posting, I know a move is coming soon. So it's about that time. It's about that freaking time, man. Anyways, 30,140. So we'll see if we can get a move back up to the top of the triangle. But at the end of the freaking day, That's where we're at with Bitcoin, right? Same kind of thing. I do think we're still coming up to 32,400. Just everyone has the patience of a snail in this market. I'm gonna tell you right now, the patience of a damn snail. We just literally had to move from 24K to 31K, and now we're all bored after 4 days. Like, come on, guys. Literally, like, Bitcoin went on a 27% move to the upside. We've consolidated for 5 days, and it's like, now Bitcoin's vanished. Right? And I'll show you guys. We've done this in the past, actually. And we're going to take a look at that today. And show you guys that we've done this in the past. But you can see Bitcoin's just range bound, man. It's above this previous high from May 6th, and it's below this previous high from April, right? Just bouncing up and down, up and down, up and down. Max pullback area I see is 28.5. I think any dip is going to get bought up in here, as we can't even, at the current moment, we can't even break 30K, right? Like the bears are even struggling to get this below 30K at the current moment. So if we do see lower, which I still think is a possibility, this is like my max bid area if we get to like 28.5. So that's where I'll go along with a decent amount of size in there, if we get there. I just don't think we're going to get there. That's the thing. But yeah, eventually I'm still looking for 32.4 on the short term, right? So that's where we're at with that. Now, BTC on the weekly, right? We have seen this before, and I just want to remind everyone that Bitcoin's in an uptrend. I think we need to... It's like every single time Bitcoin has a red day, it's like we're back to doom posting, man. This market cracks me up, man. It's like every red day, you know? And listen, if you want to sell your coins to BlackRock, you know, or you want to short, go ahead. Here. Here you go. You're going to have this chick yelling at you, all right? And, you know, if you want to sell your coin to BlackRock, I updated this today. Just don't tell your kids that you sold all your Bitcoin to BlackRock at 29K, right? Don't be that guy.
I'm going to buy the top and I'm going to sell the bottom, guys.
Right? But if you want to sell all your coins to BlackRock at 29K, if we get there, by all means, I'll take some. BlackRock will take some. And I'm sure a lot of my friends in the chat will take some. So if you want to do it, just do it. Just do it, man. But yes, it's a little bit of a joke here to start the stream. Why not? But at the end of the day, right? I mean, at the end of the day, guys, it's not rocket science. I mean, we're going up, we're retesting. We're going up, we're retesting. We're coming up. Okay, now we're gonna call for a double top at the highs. Okay, maybe we get a double top at the highs. At the end of the day, Bitcoin is still in an uptrend. The short-term price action really doesn't matter, man. It is what it is. But now we're just kind of waiting. Now we got the monthly close coming up in 2 days. So sometimes we can get some shenanigans in the monthly close. Maybe the monthly close will be like that wacky thing that gets us actually moving up. But like we typically said, guys, it's you know, unless you're a trader, you don't really give a shit about these short-term time frames. You don't. What you should be focusing on if you're an investor is just the overall cycles, right? And what we've done and what we've typically done, I've said this like a million times, but what we've typically done is when we get back above the 50 moving averages or we test the 50 moving averages, we come up to the retracement levels. And that's all we've done so far this year, okay? We've just gone up at the end of the day, right? The bears can say otherwise, but Bitcoin's just gone up, right? So still think we're coming up here, right? Still think we're eventually going to get there because that's what Bitcoin's typically done in the second year of the cycle. So patiently waiting, guys. All right, let's freaking do this. Man, I'm sweating up a storm. Woo! It's humid over here, guys. It's like unworldly. It's like unworldly humid over here in the last week. Like, it's not hot. It's like 70, 75 degrees, but man, the humidity is absolutely insane. It's insane. And usually the humidity comes with the absolute blaring heat of like 90, 95. But man, it's like this weird thing where it's kind of like cool, but also you feel like you're taking a shower all day, right? So like right now I am soaked. I have a black shirt on, but I probably have the pit stains of a god right now. The absolute pit stains of a god right here. Look at this arm. I would arm wrestle the shit out of Clint. Shout out to Clint. No. But yeah, so we're still just waiting for that, right? We can go through every single one of the cycles. You guys know at this point, you've watched me for this whole freaking year. Like, to be quite honest, you know, it's a very simple process, but you know, you guys have watched me all year. All right, so Bitcoin is trying to get a little bit of a bounce. So let's see if we can get a little bit of bounce from this bullish divergence off the support level. Bada bing, bada boom. And let's see if I can go back in the Discord later and go back to some of the posts that were posted in the Discord today. And, you know, give them a little 1-2. Give them a little 1-2. Bada bing, bada boom. You know what I'm saying? What we got? Florida's the same way. Litecoin's trying to move. Well, check out Litecoin. I mean, most of the altcoins got sold off today. I mean, that's typical what we've looked for. Now, a lot of the altcoins we've talked about, right? So I know we talked about Ethereum Classic. Guys, first of all, if I say that I bought a coin, that doesn't mean buy it right at that second. Like, wait for a damn pullback, man, please. God damn it, man. If you watch the link video I made today, I specifically said in the video that we've done the Wyckoff, right? We've done 1, 2, 3, right? We've gotten back into the range. Wait for the range low. I say we're most likely, what you typically see is when you see guests get back in, you see a retest of the range low. Okay, and there you go. Link comes down to the range low. Bada bing, bada boom. Right. So now, right now we want to see if we're going to see some strength from the altcoins. Just to use Link as an example, now we want to see this start to turn from this range, right? Now we want to see this start coming back up after we break back in, we retest, and we come back up. Same thing with Ethereum Classic, right? We talked about Ethereum Classic over here. Ethereum Classic, where we had support, we broke down from support, we got back above. Look, the same damn setup, right? We broke below, we got back in, we came back down, we retested the support, right? And there you go, right? Typically you see when you break back into the range, you see the retest before you come back up, right? Don't buy green candles, guys, please, unless you're okay with things going back down 5-10%, right? So when I bought ETH Classic right over here, I remember the stream, I specifically said, I don't care if it goes down 5-10% in the short term. I don't. So that's about where we're at with Ethereum Classic on that one. We talked about Link, and yeah, I think that's mostly what we've kind of talked about. Now we want to see, okay, if Bitcoin's going to get a little bounce, these altcoins will retrace the move that they had today. Hold on. Oh my God, man. Oh, I feel so short, man. I feel so off down here. I feel like a little toy down here on this chair, man. It's absolutely ridiculous. Let's see. We need a FOMO and ETC again. Even my dog Will left me, man. Your dog? We talk about Will from the Discord? Oh my Lord. Will from the Discord, man. He might be watching the stream. Shout out to Will. Will, if you're out there, man, we forgive you. All right? You might have shorted the NASDAQ the whole way up, okay? It's okay. Come back to the Discord, man. If you're watching the stream, come back to the Discord. We forgive you. You know, Franco won't care about his bet, okay? He's over it, okay? Franco's over his damn bet, all right? He's over it. You don't even have to pay him his side of the bet. Just come back to the Discord, man. You can bear post, and we can troll you, all right? Come back, man. Lord, shit. All right, that goes out to Will the Bear from the Discord. But anyways, so that's Bitcoin, right? I think we're just talking about the same stuff, right? But you just got to have patience at the end of the day, right? We go back to the previous cycles, and we've seen when Bitcoin's reclaimed the 50, we've gone up, right? All the way back up to the retracement level. When Bitcoin's gotten back above the 50, we've gone up to the retracement levels before pulling back to the point to the 50 again, right? That's what we've typically seen, right, guys? So I think, you know, we want to sort of start freaking out on every single red candle, but if you're an investor, which most of you guys are, right? Most of you guys are investors. Most of you guys are out here trading like freaking, I don't know. I don't even know, man. I don't even know Like, I don't know. You guys ain't out here trading, most of you guys, right? So don't let the news and the day-to-day stuff distract you from the fact that Bitcoin's in an uptrend. It's making higher highs and higher lows. Every single low of bad news marks a higher low. That really tells you all you need to know. When you get bad news and that marks a higher low, right? FTX, banking crisis, Binance being sued. When you see bad news not affect price and you push higher, right? That's exactly what you need to see, right? So that's where we're at with the corn, man. It's just having patience and waiting at this point for that next move. Now we've seen this price action before, right? So don't let this distract you. We've seen kind of this before, and remember this old fractal we used to look at, and everyone was, I always like to go back to these, you know what I mean? And I remember everyone was laughing at me for this fractal. You guys remember when everyone was laughing at me for this damn fractal. Well, here we are. Here we are. You know what I mean? And I didn't want it. I didn't want to do this because I don't want to be like the guy that's like, oh my God, look at this. But here is the Bitcoin fractal that we used to look at back when we were down here, right? And we're all like, oh my God, Bitcoin's not going to do that. It's bearish, bro. It's bearish. And we kept saying this is what Bitcoin's done in the past, right? And here we go, right? This is the same price action as 2020 when we got the move up, we consolidated, we got the second move up, we consolidated, we started to get the third move up. We actually got, depending on where you want to look at, we actually got a little bit of resistance in here, right? We kind of just chopped until we actually saw that next leg up, right? So we could still chop in here for quite a bit. But we've seen this price action before. I was laughed at with this fractal, and, it's always good to have the last laugh sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But listen, guys, at the end of the day, I think you gotta sort of look at where you're at, look at the long-term time frames, and just sit on your hands sometimes, right? Don't overthink things. I think when we overthink things, we get a little bit crazy. We start to go a little bit crazy. We start to go, what if we go back in a hierarchy and we go back to 8K? All right, that's what we start thinking. We all do that. But I mean, this is where we're at, guys. So, we could chop in here for a little bit, but I am still looking for that higher price, and it is what it is. It is what it is, bro. Let's see, ban fractals. There will be I told you so's. Hey, listen, everyone likes to do the I told you so's. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And, everyone's making, now we're back on the Ethereum Classic train. And, we've kind of looked at this, and everyone likes to write off Wyckoff because, you know why it's easy to write off Wyckoff? Because during these phases, things look super bearish, right? So it's easy to say, oh my God, price is at the low, it's gonna go down. You know what I mean? But when you see a structure that you like, right, you're gonna have the majority of people saying you're stupid, right? You're an idiot, price are going down, blah, blah, blah. But when you see a structure that you like and a structure that you've seen before, this is 2021 for Ethereum Classic, well, here we are, right? Kind of in that same spot, despite the big sell-off from Gary Gensler, Gary G, my guy, Gary G. My guy, Jerry G. He's not really my guy. Though I don't really hate Gary Gensler. He's not doing what he does because he wants to do it necessarily. He might want to do it, but someone's telling him what to do, right? So sometimes I'm like, all right, we give Gary Gensler a lot of slack, man. Like we do. But there's probably someone that's like, Gary, we want you to ban all these securities today. Okay, so can you just make everything a security, okay? And we'll give you $1 million. And Gary just goes, I like crypto, but puts on the glasses and he goes, deal, let's do this, and he's gonna do it. Shit, he's gonna freaking do it if he wants to do it. Anyways, but we looked at this for Ethereum Classic. We've seen this structure before. And this is why I have bought some Ethereum Classic, and I'll stand by that buy. And if I have to cut it, but this is the structure that I've seen before, and I will follow it again. And once again, we'll check on this. We'll check on this in a few weeks. We'll see where we're at. And it is what it is. It is what it is, man. So I'll move this back over here.
So yesterday, double top forming Jordan.
You told me so yesterday. Psycho Pearl told me, man. We got a double top. Huge double top. We're down 1%. It's a double top. Oh, man. Let's see. Let's get left off from BitDC to 32K. I'm waiting, man. I'm just having patience at this point, bro. You know, that's all you can do. Have some damn patience. Clint said, if any of these textbook charts and graphs truly work statistically or mathematically, we'd all be rich. That's not true, because most people get bearish at lows and bullish at highs. You know what I mean? So that's why Wyckoff accumulation and Wyckoff distribution work, because people like to be bearish at the low and bullish at the high, right? So when you have a Wyckoff distribution, that's when everyone's euphoric and bullish. When you have Wyckoff accumulation, that's when everyone's like, ha ha ha, you're an idiot. You're an idiot for buying that, right? And that's why they work, because they're meant, but the market maker literally paints those things perfectly to get people to feel a certain way at certain times. It's like, it's textbook, man. It gets people to press, it moves it up. Oh, we're going up. Nope, back down, right? So like when you have that, say we have a range right here, right? Price is coming down, right? People have been buying. When price comes up, they're like, let's go. They FOMO and it comes back down. They're like, it's all right. We're just going to be a double bottom. We got a double bottom, bro. Right? And they're like, let's go. It's going back up. And when it gets back down that second time, oh my God. They're like, that's when people start getting depressed. They start selling off. They start selling off that shit. And then when it breaks support, oh, you got the huge volume candle that gets people to sell off. Oh, this is bearish. It's going lower. But when you see the reclaim back in, that's when everyone actually is already pissed off. They're already depressed. They're already depressed at that point. So they're not going to buy back in. They're going to say, oh, no, it's not. It can't go back up. It can't go back up. And this is actually when you hit the disbelief phase, right? Typically in a Wyckoff, you hit the disbelief phase here. Get people depressed because they've been holding through this chop, right? They finally sell out. And because they sold out, now they're going to be in disbelief after the rise. You know what I mean? That's typically what you see on these. I'm not gonna say I'm not guaranteeing anything, man. I'm just following what I've seen in the past, and I've seen this in the past, and I will follow it, and we will do that. Let's see, not the reclaim. Let's see. Wow, people are bearish as shit in the chat today, man. This actually makes me super bullish, bro. I haven't seen this in a long time. This is awesome, man. Man, the chat's bearish today. Holy guacamole. Come on, guys. Everyone was bullish like 2 days ago. Like, come on, man. You can't make this shit up, man. Literally everyone and their mother was bullish 2 days ago. Now everyone's bearish now. Like, come on, bro. Oh my, you can't make this stuff up. Let's be bullish on the green days, bearish on the red days. It's human psychology, man. You can't make this shit up, bro. Oh, Lord. Let's see. What's going on, Nola? Shout out to Nola. Shout out to my guy, Nola, man. Wes said, just curious, bro. Choose ACH or FET. ACH or FET, man. Listen, I would... They both kind of already moved up, so like they have these weird structures. I probably would still go with FET, man. I would go with FET, bro. Just because I believe in the AI hype. Now, I believe in the AI hype. I know a lot of people don't, but I think FET has the narrative more, right? They both are interesting. ACH has like that China tie to it, but FET kind of has the AI tie. So whatever you think is the better narrative, freaking go with that one, man. At the end of the day, when it's truly alt season time, which I don't think is now, don't get me wrong, I don't think things are going to the moon right now, but when they do, they're both going to go up. But I would probably go with FET if I had to choose. If I had to choose one of them. Just not even looking at the chart, right? Just completely ignoring the chart. Just plain question. I'm probably going with FET. No, not VET, Brian. FET. Fetch AI. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Call J Dubs to save the market. We do need J Dubs, huh, bro? Proud Gunner said sentiment changes quickly. It changes real quickly, man. Sentiment changes extremely quickly in this market, man. Lately, it's been one day bullish, one day bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish. Just based off whatever the daily candle is. Oh, man. That's kind of how it reminds me of this period where like it's like we just change a narrative every single day. In reality, though, like, you know, we just had basically these things move up. You know, like Ethereum Classic here moved up 56%, right? And then we get a red day, and it's like, oh my god, you know, like, and that's typically what you see because we've just been so used to this, like it's just been down and then we're expecting more down, and maybe it does. Honestly, it could come back down lower, it could, right? It certainly could. I'm not ruling that out. And like I said, if I have to cut this trade, I'll cut this trade. You know what I'm saying? I'm not afraid to cut a trade at a small loss, right? Because I know, okay, if my setup doesn't work, I'm gonna cut my loss on the altcoin instead of holding that shit, right? That's what I've learned in this space, especially during these times. Just cut your losses. Roasted Garlic said, "I'm a bear because of savvy." Nice, dude. Nice, dude. Let's see. Rudy said, once you cut the trade, ETC will pump. Oh, it's happened many times, man. But I'd rather cut it than hold it down another 60%. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather cut the trade for a 5% loss or so than just go and just slowly bleed down lower. You know what I mean? But usually that happens, right? A lot of times that happens when you cut the trade at freaking moonshots to the upside. You know what I mean? Oh, Lord. Meekers said, Jordan, we have the same name. Nice, dude. Jordan's a great name, though. Jordan's a great name. According to Clint, my last name is Canadian, which I don't think I'm Canadian, okay? I don't think I'm Canadian. I'm definitely not French. I don't like any French food, which makes me not French. Though I don't really like any, not a big fan of Irish food either, though I'm Irish. So I guess that's a terrible argument on what I am, but I don't like Irish food either. XRP holders were turned 95 years old before the lawsuit ends. Probably too. Probably, man. You look like you're from Seville. I'm Irish, Italian, and Syrian. At least that's what my parents are. So we got that going for me. Let's see. You don't like French fries? I don't think French fries are actually French, though. I think they're just called French fries. You know what I mean? I don't think they're actually French. I think French fries are actually an American thing. You know what I mean? I think we just call them French fries for some reason. Could be wrong about that. I think I've heard about that before. It's like we call them French fries, but they're not actually French. Totally could be wrong on that. You guys should probably ask Siri or Google that because I could be totally wrong. Anyways, still waiting on to see some type of Bitcoin move here. Like I said, we got that same bullish div that we had at that same price we were at last time. And just kind of waiting to see if Bitcoin can get that same push up. And if we don't, well, we're looking at 29.5 or 29K, right in these zones. Other than that, Bitcoin dominance continues up. Not surprised. I think it's coming up to 57%. As we sort of wait and see. And yeah, I think Bitcoin dominance is going higher. So I still think Bitcoin is going to rule the day, right? Whether Bitcoin, I think Bitcoin's going to 40K. So I think Bitcoin is going to go up during this time, and altcoins I think will go up too. It's just they won't go up as much as Bitcoin. They're gonna pump with Bitcoin probably as much as Bitcoin does, but when Bitcoin gets a slight little pullback, they're gonna dump back down. That's what we've seen all year. So still think Bitcoin dominance is going up, but we're getting close to that target of 57%. And if everything plays out, right? So if Bitcoin, wherever it does it from, whether it does it from here, whether it does it from 29K, I think this next push will get us there. And then that's when you really should be sort of, doing research on what you really want to be into in this bull market, man. Like, what do you want to be into? Do you just want to stick to Bitcoin? Do you want to get in maybe some Ethereum? Do you want to get in some altcoins? This is when you really start thinking about really everything, right? So I'm in the ones that I like the structure already, but there's many altcoins that I don't really like the structure yet, but I want to buy. So I haven't even thought about those yet. And I'm waiting for up here to get in those because I don't like the structure as much, right? I don't like the structure on a lot of the altcoins. There's a few that I do, but yeah, that's what I'm really going to be looking at, really going hard into the altcoins, right? Like really, really hard. Really hard. And that's where we're going to be smacking them. Anyways, Wes said, I like French kissing. Nice, Wes. That's one good thing that came out of France. I don't even, dude, what else came out of France? French bread. I mean, you got the baguettes. Baguettes are good bread. I mean, it's bread, though. Like, it's bread. We got baguettes. I don't even know if French onion soup is actually from France. Like, is it like, I don't know. Like, what other good food is out of France? You guys would probably let me know. Yo, Crunk! What's up, homie? Toast? Toast. It's bread. Toast is bread, bro. Like, that's from everywhere. You can't say, yeah, we got toast. We got toast over here in the U.S. too. Know what I mean? Like, oh, French toast? Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, French toast is a good one. I like French toast. So I guess if French toast is actually from France, which makes sense. I mean, it's French toast. I would give them definitely a couple points for French toast because French toast is delicious. Also, really, really good. Croissants. Croissants. I guess croissants too. I mean, it's bread. Do we got any actual like meals? Or just bread? Like, are there any good meals from France, or is it all bread? Like baguettes, toast. You know, like, is there any actual meals? Unless everyone just eats bread over there, which I'm not gonna hate. I love bread. Crab legs. Oh shit! I forgot about crab legs. Yeah, crab legs. Frog legs. Yeah, I forgot about frog legs. French fruit is pretty fancy. Nice. French crepes? Yeah, I'm actually not a big crepe guy. You know? All right, this is a good poll. This is a good poll. Hold on. While we're waiting for Bitcoin to do something, my friends, let's do this poll. This is a good poll. You guys will like this one. What is the best out of these? Okay? You guys are going to dig this poll. I always have this question. This is a really good question. And a lot of people have different answers for this question. Okay? So what's the best out of these? We got pancakes, French toast, waffles, or crepes. I want to know which one, if you only could pick one, which one are you choosing? Let me know. Which one are you choosing, bros? Which one are you choosing? I want to know in the chat what we got. Stumbledore said, I don't know what that is, Stumbledore. I'm assuming that's some type of French fruit. I might have to look that up later. I'd never heard of that, bro. Franco said caviar. Is that popular in France? Or is that just popular everywhere? You know? I honestly don't know. I don't know. It's a genuine question. Let's see. This is a good poll. This is a good poll right here. That is a tough poll. I will have to say that, TaylorMade. Yo, Knucklebuster, what's up, homie? I see you in there saying, yo, Jordan. What's up, bro? I'm keeping an eye on Bitcoin, guys. I see Bitcoin here. Keep an eye on the corn. Let's see what else is cooking here. So we got stock futures that are getting a nice bounce back up. You saw a nice rebound from a lot of the big tech companies today. Tesla, nice bounce today. I think a lot of them got a nice bounce today. yeah, Tesla with a nice bounce today. Palantir with a nice bounce today. Actually, Google had a nice bounce today. So you saw some of the tech companies get a bounce. So you see the Nasdaq got a nice bounce in there, which is really, really nice. Kind of just bounced off this previous high. The question is, like, is Bitcoin tied to the Nasdaq anymore? Like, we don't know. It hasn't been recently, but you know, it won't hurt for stocks to continue up. So we got futures up. We had a green day today, and so that's a good sign. We will take that all day. S&P is also up. So after hours, so if stock futures are up, the dollar is coming up as well. So we got to keep an eye on that. Man, this guy got to fix this damn car, bro. Whose car is that? Oh my lord. Sorry, I'm just going to get some muffins. Oh my god, I gotta get this freaking car fixed when I can. Oh my god, just keep buying muffins. $30 worth of muffins a day, and I could be saving that and fixing my muffler. Oh my god, I'm just so addicted to chocolate. Alright, let's go get some freaking chocolate. What do I got today? Fudge brownie? Oh, fudge brownie. Yeah, can I get 5 fudge brownies, 2 chocolate chip muffins, and 12 chocolate chip cookies? And throw a big chocolate cake in there too. Oh man, he's got to get his muffler fixed, man. He just keeps getting too many freaking chocolate donuts and shit. We got the DXY coming up too. So like the question is, we kind of got everything coming up, right? The question is, the dollar going to get a retrace back up to this trend line? I think it could. It makes sense. So we'll see what happens with that. But we've kind of just done this like 702 retrace, 702 retrace, 702 retrace. You guys can see we're kind of just making lower highs, higher lows in here. So we're kind of getting squeezed into a little bit of a symmetrical triangle, pennant, whatever you want to call it. As the DXY gets squeezed tight in here. Something will give, right? Something will give. That's for damn sure. That's for damn sure, bro. Oh, Lord. DJ said, bro, wipe your damn mouth. Oh! Bro, this guy needs to get his shit fixed. Lord. We got the neighbor yelling yo, I think. That's always the best when the neighbor starts yelling yo. That is always the damn best. But yeah, so anyways, what was I saying? BTC still holding up in here. We know Michael Saylor, if you guys, we talked about this morning, but Michael Saylor bought some BTC. Average price of $28,136. Typically, you do see a pullback when this happens. The question is how much. We've came down from about right around here since he announced that buy. You know, typically we do see a pullback of some sorts when the Saylor announces the buy. He's like the ultimate, like, kind of, you know, at least short-term top signal. You just go short whenever Saylor posts this. I don't care if Bitcoin's at support or resistance. You just short BTC. Like, and this was proven again today as Bitcoin came down a little bit, right? So Saylor bought more BTC. Now, what I'll say, Saylor loves to buy at like the highs, but what's funny is he's actually in profit. He has an average price of $29,668, right? And Bitcoin's currently at $30,069. So he currently is in profit, a couple hundred milli. So, you know, everyone likes to hate on Saylor, but I bet he has a better average price. Well, he will have a better average price than about 99% of people, that's for sure. As Saylor is currently in profit, he basically, his break even's like right here. So he's pretty close to it. I said this morning, I was like, it would be funny if like we kind of bounce off Saylor's break even point. That would be the best. That would be the absolute best. Let's see. Rick Morrison said he's bullish. Nice, bro. Nice, bro. Clint said, what happened to Tether buying mass amounts of BTC each month going forward? Why don't we see their tweets on this anymore? It's a good point. I haven't seen anything about that. Unless they're just doing it on the low. I don't know if they have to report if they're doing that or not. That's the thing. They might just be doing it on the low. At least I hope they're doing it on the low, and they're not just like, yeah, we're going to pump BTC every month, you know, and then they just stop doing it. It's like, all right, thanks, Tether. Thanks, Tether. You know? Thanks, Tether. Let's go. Franco said, what is the Eiffel Tower after falling over? I fell tower. Nice, dude.
What is Eiffel TWR after falling over? I fell tower.
Nice. He said time in the market, not timing. Yeah, let's talk some longer term stuff, man. I know we all care about what the hell is Bitcoin going to do today. Quite frankly, I don't really give a shit what it does today. If I'm going to be honest with you guys, I don't give a flying shit what it does today. All right. Anyway, let's talk some longer term charts, because at the end of the day, like, that's what we should be focused on going forward, anyways. So, we've already talked about, you know, Bitcoin, what it typically does in the cycle. I've talked about that to death. It's either you understand it at this point or we don't. It is what it is. But so we talked about the 50 moving average. The other one we kind of took a look at yesterday was basically the pi cycle top indicator, right? So we looked at, we didn't look at this yesterday. We looked at this last week, where we actually usually, after we basically get back above the 50, right? What we usually do, and if let me just go back and look. What we usually do, let me just get rid of these boxes, is during this second year of the cycle, we typically go back up and test the this pi cycle top of a zone. Now, usually we use the pi cycle top to mark the top for BTC, but we actually, during the second year of the cycle, we've gone up and tested this pi cycle top moving average, the blue one. We go up and test this, right? So we go back to 2019. We've talked about this. So we can get rid of this, and we get rid of this. Once we basically started that up move from the year-long bear market, where we basically went down for a year, and then we started to come back up. We actually came back up and we tagged this pi cycle top, right? Blue line, right? If we go back to 2014 and we see what we did, man, people are loving the music today. I love it. It's getting me jiggy. It's getting me jiggy, baby. Let's go. But we got the top to the lows, right? About 59 weeks in that one. We basically made our way, you know, as far as weekly closes. We didn't make any lower low weekly closes. And we eventually came back up to the top of this pi cycle top, right? We didn't make any lower low on the weekly, right? Here, higher low, higher low. We got a wick, but it was a higher low on the close. Higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. And we came up and tagged it, right? And we would talk about this. The interesting thing right now is this is actually up at that 45K level, right? This is the infamous 45K that we've been looking for all damn year. We've had a million patience times of 6 months of grinding our way up. Funny enough, this comes in at 45K, right? And it actually is starting to upslope, which means it's actually getting higher. So the longer this takes, this is actually getting higher. Now, I don't know when, right? I think everyone likes to know when. I'm going to tell you guys right now, no one can give you a time frame. Guessing time is impossible, right? It's impossible to guess time. Everyone, if we could guess time, that would be great. But, you know, if we just kind of look at this, right, and we say, okay, if we expect it to get near the 618, and I was just playing around this today. If we were just to think this was going to continue up at the same pace, right, it was going to do something like this, and we know that we typically get to the 618 Fibonacci in that second year. You know, I just did a little bit of a, you know, a little trend line like this, just to speculate, right? Just to do a little speculation. And say if we did this, right? Right? We probably would come up faster than that. We came up here, we pulled back. Maybe we came up like this. That would get you, you know, just a little speculation. That would get you kind of like the end of October, right? End of October, beginning in November time frame as far as that comes. And I know that seems far away. It's about 4 months here. But I was looking at this and I was like, okay, let's try to do a little speculation on when that could happen based off the past, right? Where we hit this and the 618 at the same time, right? We hit this and the 618 at the same time, and let's see where they converge. And they converge. Well, they're gonna converge, at least if we continue the same pace, right around probably October or November, is when these will converge, right? Boom, right there, somewhere around there. So, interesting little thing. I don't know if you guys think that's interesting, but I like looking at interesting things like this. I love it, man. I can look at interesting things like this all. So if we try to guess time, I would say, you know, end of October maybe is where I would look at it. And that seems far away as shit. That seems very, very far away. Let's see. Dan said 2 weeks. I'd be down, Dan. Let's get this shit going in 2 weeks, bro. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at for that. And then the other thing we can look at, right? And then you guys know my take. I think we're gonna, you know, eventually come back up here, and then we're gonna come back down and test. Probably we're close to where we are now, right? Up to the 40Ks, back down to probably 30K. You know, around the halving time, right? That big drop is gonna scare most people. It's gonna be the end of the world. Oh my god! And then eventually we'll come back up for the halving, like something like that. It's been my thought process since the lows, and I'll continue to stick by my thought process. The other thing is, what else can we look at? We can look at the Gaussian channel. Let's take a look at the Gaussian channel. This one's always fun. Why not? Let's look at the damn Gaussian channel. Because the Gaussian channel knows what's up. So we're above the weekly Gaussian channel. What does that mean? You might be like, okay, great, we're above the weekly Gaussian channel. How does that help us? Well, when we got back above it last time, okay, which was right here, where do we go to, right? It kind of brings us back to the 50 moving average still, but you know, where do we go to? We went to the 620, right? We're above the weekly Gaussian channel here, right? And we actually didn't fall back below until we actually hit that, and we did the same thing over here, back above the weekly Gaussian channel. And we made our way to, eventually, took a little time this time, back up to this level here, right? So, dude, everything I look at it, I'm a big believer in the cycles. So if I'm a believer in the cycles, everything I look at, we're just doing the same damn thing. Literally just doing the same damn thing, right? And I could, and this I always tell you guys, I can look at a million different indicators and tell you the same damn thing. It's just all going to point to the same thing to me. You know, and that's just how it is. Like I can bring up the Madrid ribbons. You guys remember the Madrid ribbons? Like the damn Madrid ribbons. Let me tell you what those. I haven't looked at the Madrid ribbons in a while. Shout out to the Madrid ribbons, baby. Madrid ribbons, fellow. You know, I don't even know if Syria's in the Middle East, but I think it is. Shout out to my fellow Middle Easterners. With the Madrid ribbon. I need to play my song real quick. Hold up. I need my song real quick. Here we go. Let's look at this real quick. I need my song real quick. Hold up. Here we go. Haha. Get dancing on the Wednesday, guys. Let me hear it. Put those musical notes in the chat, man. Give me those musical emojis. It's a beautiful day in crypto, man. Bitcoin still holding support. Chewy said my support sucks. Suck my support, Chewy. we go. There we go. Let's look at the poll real quick. We got, what is the best out of these? We'll go back to some longer term charts too. What was the best out of these? We got pancakes. Pancakes, 28%. French toast, 32%. Waffles, 23%. Crepes, 17%. So I don't not agree with this poll, right? I think when I look at this poll, I would personally say that I go, and it depends. Like, I'm going to go, because I have to put chocolate chips in my pancakes because I'm a little bit of a chocolate freak. So I'm going to go chocolate chip pancakes, French toast, waffles, and then crepes. Actually, I actually might go crepes over waffles, man. I'm not a big waffle guy. I personally don't get the hype over waffles. That's just me, though. I know people have different taste buds. But I'm going to go pancakes, French toast. I'm not a big crepe guy either, to be honest.
You didn't have it?
I have.
Okay, you didn't have
Didn't you hear Clint? I am Canadian, which means I'm French.
Yes. How old is Canada? They are immigrants from Europe.
Oh my God, Maj is serious right now. No, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna keep my order the same. Pancakes, French toast, waffles, crepes. Literally in the order that I put in the poll. It makes sense why I put that order on the poll too. I mentally was picking that. Let's see. Should I add chicken and waffles? Nice. Someone nails perfect crepes though, so good. Yeah, maybe just haven't had a good crepe. I've had a few though. I've had a few. Waffles kick ass. You can put a burger on them. I mean, I'm talking about just strictly, you gotta eat something strictly by itself, right? You strictly just eat, you're just eating the waffle. Obviously, if I could put a burger in it, yeah, hell yeah, I'll take the waffle. But if we're just going strictly, you can only eat the waffle, the pancake, nothing else. You can't add meat. That's cheating. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's cheating, man. We can't put stuff on the damn thing. That's like saying I like pancakes because I can get a McGriddle. You know what I mean? That's like saying like I like pancakes. I want to eat a McGriddle. Like, obviously, if I had to eat a pancake on a McGriddle, it's gonna be freaking fantastic. Because McGriddles are awesome. I don't know if you guys have a McGriddle, man. I used to live off the damn McGriddle, bro. I used to get 2 every single morning. And that was like that picture that one of you guys posted in the Discord of me. That was the time where I was eating the 2 McGriddles per day. And I was loving the 2 McGriddles per day. Let me tell you, man. Let's see. Real maple syrup or bust? Yeah, I don't mind the sugar-free maple syrup, though. Like, if I'm trying to be a little bit healthy, which I don't know. I'm not always healthy, don't get me wrong. But, if I'm trying to be like, okay, sugar-free maple syrup or maple syrup, I don't mind the sugar-free maple syrup. But I prefer the regular syrup. That's like saying, what's better, ice cream or sugar-free ice cream? It's like, obviously, the ice cream with the sugar in it is going to be way better. You know what I mean? Way freaking better. All right, what else can we look at that you guys can say, oh, Jordan, you are wrong? Let's see. Hopefully this ends up like my fractal that everyone was laughing at me about at the lows at 25K. Let's see. What else can we look at? I want to look at the monthly Gaussian channel too, right? Because I think we have a big test coming. Like this is where the one time where it's like, holy shit, this is interesting, right? So we look at the monthly Gaussian channel. The bottom for Bitcoin has been at the middle of the Gaussian channel. That's one of the things when we looked at it, we're like, okay, we hit that middle. We did it this time. That marked a low every single time. We actually never came back. If you look, this time, we never came back to the middle of the Gaussian channel. This one, we never came back to the middle of the Gaussian channel. Here, if you look at where the middle of the Gaussian channel is right now, that's at 21,200. So the way I'm looking at it is I don't think Bitcoin would go below there. And this moves up every single month. right? So every single month this goes by, this moves up. So if I'm just going based off the past, I would say, and you look at kind of what we did, once we got through the top of this, we had some good times. We had some good times in the crypto market, right? So we had some good times when we got through it here. We had some good times when we had the COVID crash reclaimed. We had very, very good times in the crypto market from there. And you can see that we are approaching the top of the monthly Gaussian channel again. And where did we say it was? Funny enough, we said it was at 32,200, which happens to be, all right, this next target up here, right, actually slightly below that next target at 32,400. But we know we got the monthly close in 2 days. So it's kind of funny how this works out. After this monthly close, we might see the top of the Gaussian channel probably up at that $32,400 mark. So it's kind of funny how, you know, it's all kind of coming together. And that level, I think it might be a little bit of a pain in the ass in the short term. That 32.4 level might be a pain in the ass. So keep an eye on that. So we might have trouble breaking through that when we test it, because there is a significant level here. So keep an eye on this. But like when that breaks through, there has been good times coming for crypto, or at least for Bitcoin, right? I wouldn't necessarily say altcoins are mooning right from that point, but at least from Bitcoin, just look at the monthly. I'm just looking at what I see. Looking at what I see. We got through it. It was pretty much up only. We got through it. It was pretty much up only. So far this year, I mean, you know, it seems like we're not up only, but if you go to the monthly, we've pretty much been up only. And I think that will continue if we can break through there, right? So that's the way I'm looking at the monthly Gaussian channel as well as we approach the top of it. And it'll be interesting to see, right? It'll be interesting to see when we go up and test it, what happens through there. Let's see. Guys, my altcoins went down on USD and Bitcoin pairs. Not surprised. Bitcoin dominance still going to go up, bro. Like Bitcoin dominance is still going up. You know what I mean? It's going to 57%. It's going to 57%. All right, let's go to the daily, right? Yeah, like this thing's straight up 57%, man. That's the level where we start really looking for a top on this. But I don't think it's anywhere close to being done. You know, I mean, you're just gonna continue to see this go up. You know, if Bitcoin price goes up, you'll see the altcoin price goes up. If Bitcoin price goes down, you'll see the altcoins go down more. That's just how it is, right? I can't change it. You know what I mean? As much as I want to change it, it is what it is. So, like I kind of say, it's like buy altcoins where you're really confident, right? Buy altcoins that you're confident setups. Don't be FOMOing into altcoins though, right? Buy altcoins that you think are at a really, really good setup. Other than that, you mostly should be in Bitcoin. You know what I mean? Like, you mostly should be in Bitcoin. If you want to play with some altcoins, play with some altcoins, man. I'm playing with altcoins too. But you mostly should be in Bitcoin at this part of the cycle. I mean, it is what it is. If you're accumulating long term, I get it, right? If you're just stacking, you don't give a shit, it's fine. But I do think we're gonna see up here, 57%, bro. That's kind of the level where I'm like gonna start really thinking. Now, if we just do a fib like this and we say, okay, if we do a 618 retracement, you know, that puts you, you know, at 61% on this. You know what I mean? And if we actually did like a little fun thing, let's actually take the highs here, right? So let's just take where we dropped from, and we bring this down. Let's do, for where we dropped down, you can see that from where we dropped to the low in 2017, we actually came up right below that 618, right? Actually, whoops. Where's the 618, bro? It's gone. Like, what the hell? We actually came right to the golden pocket, see? So from where we dropped to the low, we came right to that 618 fib, right? And that's actually where we ended up topping out before it was ultimately alt zone, where we want alts to do this, right? This is what we want to see from dominance if you want to see alts going up. So if we just do the same thing, right? And, you know, we just do the same thing. We do this. We go to 618 fib, right? And we come over here and we say, okay, if Bitcoin's going to do the same thing, you know, I guess that would put you up towards 60%, right? So between 57 and 60, I guess is a good level to look at for dominance to stop. And that's when you really should be like going freaking ham mode into altcoins. That's when I'm going to be going ham mode. That's when I'm going to be stacking like shit of the altcoins. I'm buying some that I think have good setups now, but I'm also not going freaking ham mode. Like, you know what I mean? There's a big difference. So that's where I really want to be stacking alts like heavy. It's right in here, you know? Holy guacamole, we got craziness going outside. Let's see. When are you going to look at Fear and Greed Index? Oh, let's take a look. Let's take a look at Fear and Greed. So Fear and Greed is at 54. We're at neutral. Hey, we're back to neutral. That's at least good. We're not in greed anymore. That's a good sign. I'll take that all day. Wait, how did we go? This market is so funny, man. You gotta love this market. We go from 62 to 54 during a day where Bitcoin only goes down 1%. You gotta love this market, man. It makes sense. It makes sense, though. You know what I mean? It definitely does make sense. But let's go, man. We're all gonna start killing on this market very, very soon, man. Keep your head in the game. Keep your head in the game. We're all gonna start freaking killing it. If you haven't already killed it, I mean, to be honest, like if you were buying Bitcoin and ETH at the beginning of this year, you already kind of did well already. You know what I mean? Like you're up 100% on Bitcoin and ETH this year. Now, you know, everything else, I get it. They're kind of in the dumps, but you know, like I said, I think there is some positive signs on some things. I think we got a little bit of work to do on the altcoins, man, but let's get it, man. And I said this from yesterday, man. We got to stop getting mad when other people do well. You got to be excited for everyone to do well, man, right? So when someone else does well, you got to be excited for them. If you're in an altcoin and someone shorted it, be happy for them, man, because that's going to come back to you at some point. Seriously, man. But yeah, man, we're all going to be here together. We're all going to kill it, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, YouTube channel? What's up, bro? Steve Lucky, you're the stud, bro. You're the absolute stud. Mr. Hart said, the more research, the more bullish I get until 2024. Yeah, man, the more charts I look at, well, you guys know, you know my take, right? I've looked through every single damn indicator, and we're just doing the same thing we did in 2019, in my opinion, you know? That's all we're doing. Brian said, a rising tide rises all ships. Let's go, man. That's what I'm talking about, Brian. We get Bitcoin start rolling, we'll see some of these altcoins come back up, man. You just got to be positive about it. Obviously, be smart. You know, don't be FOMOing into stuff. Buy that support levels, and we got this, man. I sense a sense of sadness today in the chat, and I don't really understand why there's sadness in the chat after one red day. You know what I'm saying? Yesterday we were super positive, man. What happened to the positivity we were at yesterday? Bitcoin really didn't go anywhere. Bitcoin's literally just at the bottom of the range that it was in, that's been in for the last 3 days, right? Altcoins have come up. They've had one red day, and it seems like the sky's falling, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's keep it up. Let's keep it up, guys. Right? Switch off the fear and greed, right? We got to stop being fearful when prices go down and being greedy when prices go up. We got to start switching that off, man. You know? Let's do this, bro. Where's Chewy? Chewy said my support sucks. Where's Chewy at, bro?
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
Shout out to Chewy, man. He also said my so long sucked the other day. And, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Sometimes the support works out. At least for now. I'll see if it could easily break. I'm just trolling a little bit, you know. You know me, man. Let's go. Scorpion said we weren't positive yesterday. Hell yeah, bro. We were positive yesterday. I was trying to make everyone positive yesterday, you know. But I think the best thing I can do is you know, when you get these red days, is just to remind you guys the big red days are usually the best buying opportunities, even if it's a short-term trade, right? I'm not saying, you know, hodl, you know what I mean? Like, but if it's a short-term trade, sometimes the 6, 7, 8, 9, 10% dump days on the altcoins, you'll just see a retracement back to the mean the next day, you know. But hey, we'll see, man. Let's go. Brian said, prices going down means people are paying themselves. Green candles are people sending money to the chart. Thank you, Brian. Ryan Miller, man. Brian, you're my favorite. I don't even know if Brian Miller's a bear anymore. I don't know at this point. Brian, let me know in the chat if you're a bear, bro. Bath said, lower your leverage. Thank you, Bath. Thank you, Bath. That's a great point, too. You won't be as emotional on the chart if you can't handle the high leverage, you got to lower the leverage, and then you're not going to be so emotional when prices go down. Holy shit, it's the end of the world. When prices go up, holy shit, let's go, right? That is definitely true too. That's definitely true. D Money said we are on a bull market until we see Fashad. What the hell happened to Fashad, man? We need Fashad. We need Squiggy, even though Squiggy kind of like blew up, and I don't know what happened to Squiggy, man. Squiggy just went absolutely mental. We need Fashad, Squig. Oh, no. Swiggy doesn't have to come in. He kind of blew up the whole Discord. Who else we missing? Who's some OGs? Who are some OGs that we need in here? There's many OGs, man. I forget. There's been so many people who have come and gone over the course of the last 2-3 years. It's been absolutely insane. So many peeps, man. Dan said, nah, 100x it. You got this. Dan, don't encourage the 100x, man. Don't encourage the 100x. Shit. Let's go. They don't pay me to be bullish, so I'm bearish. Hey, listen. I don't blame you if you want to be bearish here. I don't blame you, man. Like, we're at a resistance level, so like at least if you're bearish here, at least you can say, okay, we're at a resistance. I'm gonna be bearish. It's better than being bearish when something's at support. That's the worst, bro. It's like, but like if you want to be bearish here, I'm not gonna hate you for it. If you're just going based off technicals, you could say, okay, we're basically at the highs. We're at a resistance level. We kind of fail a resistance level, right? So if you want to be bearish here, I'm not gonna blame you. And to be honest, we have gotten a little rejection here. So, I mean, so far, you could say that from 31K down to 30K. I mean, the bears have been right at least for 1K. You know what I mean? It's not a lot, but you can say they've been right for 1K. Let's see. Chewy said if alt's 10x and we 100x. If alt's 10x and we 100x, that's like 1000x. You can't think that way though. Like that's where you get effed. You know what I mean? Like, like as if you're like, oh man, you know what? The thing that you got to either do is if you're trading, right? And listen, I'm not some pro trader out here. Most people aren't pro traders. Even people who you think are pro traders, they're most likely not pro traders. What I've learned at least is if you're gonna use high leverage, don't be using your whole damn account. You know what I mean? Like, don't be using your whole damn account, right? So if you're gonna use like 20x or 30x or even higher than that, use like 5% of your account or 10% of your account, right? Don't be going all in 50x with your whole account on one trade, right? So like you can use high leverage, but you also got to use smaller position size to match that high leverage, right? The problem is most people go like, oh, you know what? I'm going 100x with my whole portfolio, with my whole account, and that's where you get fucked. If you're going to use your whole account, yeah, you probably should stick to like 10x or lower, most likely, man. Like there's no problem with high leverage. You just got to use smaller size if you're going high leverage. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Did you learn that the hard way? Oh, exactly, Clem. We all learn it the hard way, man. I think anyone who's traded before has gotten licked. Everyone has. I don't think anyone's not gotten licked. You know what I mean? Oh man, let's be real. Like enough people don't really keep it real, man. I think everyone's gotten licked, right? Who hasn't gotten licked in here? I think I was asked this question before. Anyone who's leveraged trade in here probably has gotten liquidated at least one time. At least once, if not multiple times. Sometimes it takes multiple times for you to get a kick in the ass and say, you know what? I'm not going in with my whole damn account, bro. You know what I mean? Oh, Lord. But if you use your whole account, you have the opportunity to make more. Yes, you do. But all it takes is one trade to get freaking destroyed. You know what I mean? You just get absolutely freaking hammered to the downside. Let's see. Every trader on Earth has been liquidated at least once. Facts. At least once. Probably multiple times. Let's keep it 100, man. Man. Even the most seasoned traders probably sometimes get a good ass kicking sometimes from a random wick or something, It is what it is. Anyways, we got the daily close, fellas. We got the daily close. Keep strong, my fellas. Keep strong, my fellas. Don't let the FUD get to you, man. Don't let the FUD get to you. I'm starting to see the stable coin FUD again. I'm starting to see the Binance FUD again. Don't let the FUD get to you, my friends. All right, so we got the daily close. Bitcoin. We got a nice close. Well, I mean, not the best close, but we closed at 30,087 on the daily close. So that's our daily close. We're kind of still grasping for life onto the support. If this breaks, though, we're looking for I'm probably looking for 29.5 if that breaks, with a pretty quick move to 29.5 if that does break. But right now we do still have that slight bullish divergence there where we got that lower low and we got that higher low on market cipher. So that the bullish divergence is there, just like we had it here, right? Lower lows and higher lows, and that did send us up. So I still think there's a good chance that this can hold. Obviously, you don't know. You never know. If once you think you know, that's when you don't know. You know what I mean? Like Biggie said, if you don't know, now you know, because you never know. But there is a decent setup here. So this could be a point where we do bounce back up to the top of this triangle and see if maybe we can break it tomorrow, right? We got the monthly close coming up, so I'm expecting some shenanigans over the next 2 days. Whether that's shenanigans to the downside, shenanigans to the upside, I don't know. But usually there's some shenanigans on the monthly close, my friends. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Who doesn't like to be lit? Oh, Lord, we ain't going to go down that road. Shout out to YouTube channel. Shout out to Chris C. Chris C wants to drop. Let's get it dropped, man. If we're going to drop, let's get this shit dropping on the road, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we got stock market futures that are up. We also got the DXY that's up after hours. Other than that, just waiting on what Bitcoin does, right? The altcoins are going to follow Bitcoin. At least, you know, they're going to follow it overall. But really for the alts, we're just seeing if Bitcoin wants to get a bounce here or if it wants to go down to 29.5. Either way, we're ready for it and we're ready to freaking kick it, man. Ready to freaking kick it. It's almost the 4th of July. Any of you guys got good 4th of July plans? I'm going back home for the 4th of July. So I probably will be gone I'm probably going to end up being gone on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and maybe Wednesday, right? So I'm probably going to be gone for at least 3-4 days next week, just to let you guys know. Because I have to drive somewhere that's pretty far away. But yes, that's my plan for next week for 4th of July. I hope you guys got some good plans. If you don't, at least set some fireworks off your freaking top of your building, man. Be a little bit of a stud, right? Break the rules a little bit. I know every state doesn't let you shoot off fireworks, but I'm gonna tell you right now, you guys need to break some rules on 4th of July, okay? Break some rules. Put a VPN on those fireworks. You know what I'm saying? Where they don't know where those fireworks are coming from. And I want you guys shooting those from the top of the damn roof. You know what I mean? That's what I want to see what you guys doing. Denise is camping. Nice. Nice. That's always a fun time. I haven't gone camping in quite a bit. I need to go camping at some point. It's always a fun time to go camping. You just get a nice little cute tent, right? You cuddle with Pepe. You know what I'm saying? We bring Pepe, we cuddle with him a little bit. We cook a little sausages on the grill. We eat those things. Camping's always fun. You can't go wrong doing that. Dan said I'm not wasting that money. Yeah, I mean, I tend to agree a little bit. Rod said Saturday stream. I'll probably end up doing a Saturday stream, yeah. I'll probably end up doing a Saturday stream for sure. Let's see. Why do I feel like Luna Classic and FTT are dumb smart plays? A lot of times the dumbest plays can be the dumb plays. I mean, you're definitely right, man. Do your own research on that, though. Jordan told me to commit arson. Go commit arson, bro. Do it. I'm gonna shoot my gun in the air. Nah, that's just as good, bro. Point it in the air. Get that gun. Just make sure you make sure you don't hit any birdies on the little sky flying around, bro. You know, because as soon as you hit a little birdie, that's when you get a little sad. You know. I'm sure maybe you shot a bird before. I'm sure you probably shot a bird before. I'm not too concerned with the bird. Luna Classic. Luna Classic. Make sure I got all these in the chat. Yeah, we got all of them. FTT is up like 90% in a month, and will do it to you. Yeah, I mean, dude, you have all the. I mean, FTT pumping is basically just a news play. This thing just continues up. You know, once again, I think, you know, is this an interesting range? It is. Let me just see where this is at in the fibs. Okay, you haven't really actually got to the 0.618 yet, but what I'll say with this is, I mean, these things can be more rational than they can be rational. You know, like, so this, a lot of the things with this is people will FOMO because, like, oh, the other altcoins aren't moving. Let me FOMO into something that is, you know. But you're coming up to the you know, the retracement levels, and that's usually where you find a little bit of headway. So, you know, do whatever you need to do. I'm not touching this at this point. You know, you might have wanted, you could have FOMO'd down here maybe a little bit, but, you know, up here, I'm not interested in FOMO with FTT. If it continues up, I'm freaking happy for everyone who made money off of it, man. I know most people will be salty.
We're going to the moon.
Most people will be salty and say, wow, FTT pumped and my altcoin didn't pump. What the frick? I want FTT to dump. Like, I don't want FTT to dump. I'm happy that anyone who made money on FTT. Let's freaking go, man. You outsmarted everyone by buying the thing no one wanted to. Right? We've all been there before. So, shout out to you. If you made money on FTT, listen, do I like it? Do I like FTT? Absolutely not. I don't like FTX, and I think it's dumb that they're coming back and people are actually going to fall for it again. But I'll give you a pump stock for FTT. You deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it. Anderson, it does kind of look like Wyckoff. You know I wanted to say it. It does kind of look like Wyckoff. This is a perfect example of what I'm talking about in here. Oh, Lord. You know I wanted to say it, bro. You know I wanted to say it. Here we go. Anderson, no, I wanted to say the Wyckoff. I was itching to bring up the Wyckoff, bro. But yeah, this is another example of that, right? Where you got basically, and most people say it's pumping because of the news. I mean, yeah. I mean, yes, that probably pushed it a little bit over the edge. But you got the low, right? You got the second low. You got basically the break of both of those lows, which is the spring phase, and then boom, right? You got the sort of that spring phase back to the upside. So I mean, it is your classic Wyckoff formation at the lows, you know, but it's FTT. I mean, like, it's FTT, but it's the same thing you saw with Bitcoin Cash, where it just randomly pumped with the same structure as this. You know what I mean? The same exact structure as this. It's just a good example of that, right? The example of it playing out. They don't all play out, but when they do, it's quite amazing when they do play out. You know, so hopefully we start seeing the rest of the altcoins start to do this, because a lot of the altcoins have the same structure. They have the same damn structure. You know, and like this kind of reminds me of, we had this, right? We had one low, two lows. You deviated the low, you got back in, boom, to the upside. So it's a lot. You see this all across the altcoin market. It's just a matter of you know, I think it's a matter of, we need Bitcoin to sort of do its thing here to get a lot of them actually moving to the upside. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's good stuff. It's good stuff, man. It's gonna be SEC regulated FTX though. Your dad's FTX. Oh, that's why people are gonna use it. Do you think anyone actually would use it though? Just because if they change the name, maybe, like, do you think they're actually going to change the name? You know, are they going to keep the name FTX? Because I don't know, man. Like, even if it's like going to be regulated and it's going to be like this, it's going to be that, I don't know, man. I don't even know if I still would want to use it. You know, like, that's just me though. I know some people will be like, okay, if it's regulated, I want to use it. Not me. I don't want anything to do with this. I feel like a bad juju if I start using FTX as a range, you know? Cowan calling for 15-cent ADA. I don't think that's terribly out of the, like, listen, let's go look at ADA. Let's go look at ADA. I don't think that's terribly out of the realm of possibility, right? I mean, what's 50% at this point? You know what I mean? Like, listen, like, what's 50% at this point, right? I don't think ADA going to 15 cents is completely out of the realm of possibility. Basically, for ADA to go to 15 cents, in my opinion, all it would take, right? Now, I don't think this is going to, I personally don't think that Bitcoin's going to dump from here. But I'm telling you right now, if it does, I don't know for sure, but I'm just going based off of what we've seen in the past. But if Bitcoin does dump back down here like this, you best bet that ADA will be coming to 15 cents. You know what I'm saying? Like, you best bet ADA is going to be going down to 15 cents if Bitcoin dumps from here. Not even a question. Guaranteed almost. If Bitcoin, I would say this. I would even say this. If Bitcoin saw 25K again, ADA probably even might go lower than 15 cents. I'm being serious, right? So, like, we don't know. I wouldn't rule that out. I wouldn't rule that out. And ADA is one of the coins for me that I'm waiting on. I want to actually pick up ADA for the next bull run, but I'm waiting on it. Why am I waiting on it? Because it doesn't have the same structure as the other ones. Not that I'm bearish on ADA necessarily. If I think Bitcoin's going to go up, ADA will go up too. But if Bitcoin goes down, ADA will go down harder. You know what I mean? So ADA doesn't have that same structure that I'm looking for, right? It doesn't really have that clean range that gives me a little bit more confidence like Chainlink and some of the other ones. But if ADA can get a little bit of a bounce, and then maybe when Bitcoin goes back down like later this year, maybe ADA comes back down, maybe does a little bit of wyckoff like this. This is probably when I want to get a little bit of ADA like that. And that might not happen. I might miss out. Shit. I might miss out. Maybe it just moons from here. But I wouldn't rule out 15 cent ADA. I wouldn't rule it out whatsoever. Let's see. Emil said DCA at 3 cents. Oh, Lord. 3 cent ADA, man. I remember when ADA was 3 cents back in 2020, dude. 3 cent ADA. Whew, man. That would be a hell of a dump. Let me tell you. Hell of a dump. Hell of a dump. Chewy said it's a security now anyway. It is. It is a security. And you probably noticed the coins I've kind of been choosing are the ones that aren't really securities. I don't know if you guys have kind of picked that up too. It's kind of been, you know, not only do I like the price structures of the ones that I'm choosing, but also those are the ones that aren't securities. So that's kind of what I've been, and I do want to buy some of the ones that are securities. Don't get me wrong. Like I want to FOMO into the ones that aren't securities, you know. But I want to wait a little bit on those to see what kind of happens with those ones. You know what I mean? I'm cool with buying higher if we pump, but yeah, like the ones like ADA, I want to scoop up some ADA, AVAX, right? I do want to get some AVAX, but it's kind of like that same kind of thought process. Like, okay, you know, I think we still have some time for these, like ADA and AVAX. And then, you know, other ones like, I mean, we can go down the list. Like Matic. I still think we got some time on Matic. I don't really see Matic going freaking nuts right now. I mean, maybe it does. I don't know. But like Matic, I'm willing to wait a little bit longer on. Doesn't really have like the structure that I want, really. It could moon from here, and if it does, by all means, that means everything's going to the moon, and we're all gonna be happy fellas, man. We're all gonna be partying, we're all gonna be with the moon helmets and everything on, and we're just gonna be like, let's go. It's gonna be a fantastic time. But like these ones, I'm willing to wait a little bit on these ones there. Jordan, you swooped some Pepe on the pullback? Did I scoop some Pepe on the pullback? Well, let's go check out Pepe, right? And you'll get the answer. If you need the answer, you'll get the answer yourself. Let's go to the Pepe chart. Where's Pepe? Here it is. Okay. Did Pepe get to my box? Did Pepe get to my box? Did Pepe get to Jordan's box? Pepe looks like it's in Jordan's box. Okay, it looks like it is in Jordan's box. So Jordan might have picked up some Pepe to hold for the long term. If it dumps more at this point, it's a long-term hold. But if I did, it's in Jordan's box. So there we go. we got the entry we wanted on the Pepe, man. Let's go. If it dumps lower, right? I mean, if Bitcoin wants to dump lower and Pepe dumps lower, I mean, at this point, this one will just be a long-term hold for the next bull run. It is what it is. It is what it is. But that's kind of the level I've been waiting for on the daily. Just because you got a bunch of you got daily support in here, you got daily support in here. So if I wanted an entry, listen, I could wait for lower, might not come. So yeah, I mean, we're back in the white box. So let's go. Shuri said I pulled back my Pepe tonight. Oh, Shuri pulled back his Pepe. That's what I like to see, man. I don't know if we're getting dirty with this, Chewy, but like, he pulled back a little bit of his Pepe. Oh Lord. Let's see. Emil said, I'm just mad I didn't sell 8 at the top in 2021. You can't hold resentment, though. Because when you hold resentment, you're going to end up in Reddit Buttcoin. And then you're never going to buy crypto again. And then until we get to the highs, and then all the Buttcoiners get in, right? All the Buttcoiners get in at the highs, you know? And then they end up in Reddit Buttcoin. They stay salty. They don't buy at the lows. Prices go up. They end up buying at the highs again. They get all their friends to join Reddit Buttcoin with them. And then the cycle repeats over and over and over again on over there on Reddit Buttcoin. Some of you guys probably been over on Reddit Buttcoin before. I'll say that. Denise said, I still believe gaming coins will do very well. Yep, I have a couple on my list. I have a couple on my list that I want to get, but I still think I can wait a little bit longer on those, right? Vulcan Forged is one that I want to go a little bit deeper into. What is it? Veracity. I definitely want to get into that one as well. There's a few. There's a few that I've been keeping an eye on. I have a list of the ones I want to get into, but like these ones I'm willing to wait a little bit longer on, just because those ones are low cap ones, and and those ones are super volatile. Like if Bitcoin sniffs a 10% dump, those are dropping 50%. Like, so I'm cool with waiting. Like, I'm cool with waiting on those ones. Don't get me wrong. I'm not getting in any altcoins less than 100 market cap or 100. I'm not getting any altcoins that are less than 100 in CMC right now. I think we can wait on those ones a little bit. You know what I mean? But YouTube channel said I want them all. We all want them all, man. We're like Pokemon. Gotta catch them all, chicken chew. We all want to catch them like Pokemon, bro. I want Pikachu, Blastoise, Venusaur, Ivysaur. I want to get all those ones. All right, guys. I think we're going to call it a stream. It seems like Bitcoin's just kind of holding at this support level here. There is bullish divergence, but it's kind of just like wackily holding here. It's kind of being a little bitch, if you ask me. If you want me to answer it nicely, it's kind of Bitcoin's being a little bit of a bitch right now. But like I said, we got a little lower low, higher low. There's a little bit of bullish div at this sort of triangle support. I'm not. We'll see, right? We'll see. I mean, it's kind of a wait and see at this point. I'm kind of taking a little bit of break from the short term, just because it is kind of a low. It's just kind of a low. I mean, it's slightly volatile as far as the downside, but Bitcoin's kind of in this very slow, not very volatile time. If Bitcoin spikes down to 29Ks, I'm looking for a long in the 29Ks. Other than that, just kind of waiting it out in here. But this is a level where we could see maybe a move up to the top of the triangle in here, and then see if maybe we can eventually break out of it and do whatever we need to do. All right, so I'm out of here. Peace out. Have a fantastic night, guys. I'll catch you guys in the morning. Stay easy, stay up. I know it's not the most exciting times and not the most green times. Even though we've had some green the last week, we just had one red day, and now we're all doom and gloom. So keep your head up, guys. Keep your head up. Respect the charts. Don't listen to the news, and don't do anything I wouldn't do. Don't panic sell your crypto. Most of all, don't panic sell your crypto, especially when we're at lows. And please, I don't know what else I have to say. Peace out, guys. Later.